Hey, what is happening, you cranky crabby? Today, we're playing some games with Trevenant. Now, the Trevenant has a really cool ability that says when it gets knocked out... Oh my gosh. Actually, that hand was pretty good. When it gets knocked out by Pokemon V, they don't draw any prize cards. So, we can attack with enough Trevenants in a row for us to draw 6 prize cards. Walk away with the dub, and our opponent could theoretically have drawn 0 prize cards throughout a game. Theoretically. They'll usually draw a couple, though. Can't quite make it so they're drawing 0. But we do what we can. Triple mulligan? That is not cool. We mulligan 3 times. Alright, we're up against Zoroark here. So they're not going to do anything on the first turn of the game. I'm going to go to set up a B-Barrel first. And we don't have to be like that aggressive with this deck. Like, I could have gone and gotten a Cherubi here so I can get the Cherim out. And then the Cherim leads to, potentially attacking turn 2, but... usually take it a little bit slower. Don't need to be attacking that aggressively. Can usually give up the first prize card. Really just want to focus on setting up our board state and establishing that. And then setting up for our Clara chain from there. That's really what we're focused on with this deck overall. If you guys want to catch some more gameplay besides this one from me with this deck, go check out the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG 2. Uploading there pretty much every single day, pretty regularly over there. So more gameplay over there with this deck. Oh my gosh. That's actually so annoying. That's a powerful energy. They almost KO my Phantump. If they play Zigzagoon, they actually will KO my Phantump. Like, you maybe just would play Zigzagoon. That's actually crazy. I didn't like. That's annoying that they play that. They can hit me for 50 here. The Void Return. Thankfully only 50. Not getting KO'd. Okay. Got some stuff we can do. I kind of don't want to attach a grass, but I kind of do because I want to draw the extra card, but then I can't attach a capture if I draw into a capture. Tough call. -4 outs to the Snorlax. I think I'm just going to draw here. I might really regret this, to be honest. And I got the capture energy. Of course. Capture. Get our Snorlax. Treat. I'm going to hold the net. I could burn it to draw an extra card here, but I think I'd rather hold it. Unless my opponent actually plays. This draw was pretty poor. We kind of need a Marnie right now to reset our hand. Our hand is just kind of not good. They're going after my lone Phantom here. That's fine though. I'm not too worried about that. They can have my my lone Phantom for now. They will be able to get the KO with the Void here. Next turn we're gonna try and get down a little bit more. Hopefully double Phantom, maybe triple Phantom. Oh, and they're actually getting aggressive here. They're actually drawing cards with the Phantom Star as well. Yeah, they're getting aggressive here. I guess it was a pretty clean hand to move along. Ooh, my training court left play. I was kind of hoping that would stick around for a turn. Kind of unfortunate it didn't. Setting up the Zoroarks well. We don't really care though. As long as we can get our Trevenants online eventually. None of this matters. None of what my opponent's got going on will matter. As long as we set up eventually and can get going from there. A little bit behind right now, but hoping to change that in the next turn or so. I really don't want to burn my scoop up now. I kind of want to try and keep that around. I could actually Dark Guidance another Phantom into play. The Phantom's attack is actually pretty good. It puts a Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. So I actually might just do that. Actually, I really like the idea of that. Yeah, so I can go Ultra Ball here. Okay, I'm getting along with this. Let's see. Get the Phantom down. Cherubi. Oh, it only having 2 HP remaining is kind of nerve-wracking, but it shouldn't really matter. Net the Snorlax, hit that out of play fully. Phantom up, Industrious Incisors for 2. Okay, another Ultra Ball here. Get another B-Barrel. Draw some more cards, just keep going. Just keep going. Okay. I like the idea of probably trying to hold this hand a little bit more so than not hold it. So, I'm going to just get another Phantom. And I'm not going to research here. Then just Dark Guidance for another Phantom. And my opponent could boss up my lone Cherubi here. But I am kind of fine with that because then that's another boss they won't have later to get around a Trevenant. So it doesn't really matter too much if they do go with a boss's orders here. It's just kind of it's a little bit annoying. But truly, at the end of it all, I don't think it matters that much or changes too many things. So yeah, if they do go with a boss's order here to lock up my lone Cherubi, I won't be able to attack with the Trevenant next turn. I have one less boss's orders left to get around my Trevenants in the late game. So it'll kind of even out, to be honest. Overall, won't be a big deal if they go for that route. But hopefully they just knock out our active. That'll make things a little bit cleaner for me, a little bit easier to deal with. And I mean, overall, I would prefer that being what my opponent does is just knock out my active. Don't really love the idea of them KOing my Cherubi, but if they go about it that route, like I said, really not a big deal. We'll be able to reestablish our board state, no problem on a following turn. I was just curious about their bog count. Still only down 2 bog total, 1 in play, 1 in the discard pile. Hoping to see them burn a bog eventually here, which I think there's a pretty decent chance that they do, so that way I can try and get... I have 2 more training courts left. I don't know if they're in the deck, but I do have them somewhere. So I'm hoping that they do burn a bog here at some point and open up the possibility for me to get training court in play at the end of the game. I also don't really want to play out this hand because it does have a pal pad in it. But all we got is a research, so I think I'm just going to go for it next turn. And definitely try and get off an attack here with a Trevenant. I could try and dig for a Clara, though, because Clara could recover Phantom plus double energy, and we do have the Cherrim in hand. So if we get a Trevenant, then I could try and dig for a Clara, actually, to be honest. And it looks like they are going to hit and run with the Zoroark here. Martin for my opponent, actually, okay. Maybe a little bit of a blessing in disguise there in that one, to be honest. Didn't really want to burn the pal pad. The hand overall was pretty good, though. Do get the Clara here, but now we don't have the Cherrim, so that's not great. So the Clara is there, can get back the Phantom, can get back some grass. No Cherrim to work with. Now we could get the Cherrim, try and get the Cherrim off B-Barrel first, which I think is what I'm going to try and do here. And capture out another Phantom. Training court into play, and then B-Barrel for 3. And hopefully find... Hey, there we go. Now the chain begins. Got the Cherrim. I don't even have to use a Clara yet, which is even better. I don't even have to use a Clara yet. We got the Giga Impact. Boom, 150. Roll with B-Barrel. Just hold the Claras. Now we're just going to get back Trevenants and energy and repeat, repeat, repeat. Wow, okay. That's a lot of Claras. That's good. Yeah, it's not really bad. It's like good and bad. I still need energy each turn, so if they replace my training court, then that's gonna make it harder. Like the Clara only recovers 2 energy, so that's why we play such a heavy training court count, is because we need to recover 3 energy. There's the immediate stadium replacement. Can't play my opponent. Pretty good play. Pretty good play indeed. Still like where we're at here, though. Still feel like we're in a fine spot. And the thing is with the Zoroark deck is they only play 4 energy, so they can't like set up a bunch of different attackers and they make it hard for me to KO. Oh, you know, the damage pumps could get annoying, though. Double damage pump would make things interesting, actually. The powerful energy actually super interesting here. I don't know if I like them or dislike them, but I mean, more damage is cool. A turn 1 void return for 50 damage is cool. There's the Cherrim Chase, and actually I love to see this Cherrim Chase here. This is actually what we wanted the whole time, because chasing Cherrim in this deck actually doesn't really do anything. It gets them a prize card, so if they're really bent on getting a prize card, but now they're down 2 boss and they still have 3 prize cards left, so unless they play 4 boss and another way to move Pokemon around, should be in a pretty good spot. So I'm just gonna be able to recover the Cherrim with the Clara. And I love this combo where like my opponent chasing my B-Barrels or chasing my Cherrims, and then instead of just Claring for Trevenant on our turn, we just Clara for Cherrim. And it does like the exact same thing. I'm also gonna go ahead and get another Trevenant set up here. And B-Barrel for 2 first. 2. Capture energy. Fail. I have 1 bog left. I want to like hold this training court and like give time for my opponent to like be like, well, I maybe don't need the bogs anymore, and then just kind of play it. So we're gonna hold out. We're gonna hold out for that. I did have a Cherrim left in the deck, but I don't have any way to get it, so I'm gonna go like this. Dang it. Impact again. We get a prize card here. It is just a 1 prize card, which is a little bit annoying, because my opponent will be able to play off of odd prize cards now. They're able to take a prize card and then kind of, you know, put the Zoroark to the bench, send them to 1 prize, and now I have to still KO 3 Zoroarks, theoretically. I don't play a boss's orders in here, which is definitely something I think I should add to kind of speed up my end game situations a little bit. Because I could definitely get into situations where I can just go like boss to win the game, right? Because I do play pal pads. Just one boss could become 3 boss with the 2 pal pads. So definitely could create board states where I could just boss to close it out. So definitely think I should probably add a boss's order in here. Just haven't done it yet, but I think it could be a very solid inclusion. So if you guys are looking to switch things up, try something out new, that's where I would start. Add a boss's orders, see how that goes. Triple choice spell. Yeah, they are fully set up here. So all we need to find at this point, got 2 Clara in hand. Pal pad. Pal pad is what we're after now. How fast or how long will it take us to find pal pad is the question here. And also played in the training court last turn. I guess I wasn't going to get any value off of getting energy off it anyway, so it didn't make a ton of sense to use anyways. I am going to go ahead and set up a Trevenant on this next turn with triple grass energy to try and give myself the potential to get value off of training court as soon as possible. So on this next turn, we're going to set up the Phantom, which will become a Trevenant from the Clara from the discard pile, and then we'll put 3 grass energy on that Trevenant, and then the next turn when that one gets knocked out, we can go Clara plus training court to get back 3 grass energy total. I mean, at some point I'm just going to have to throw the training court in play. Like I said, I'm trying to wait out a little bit, see if my opponent will kind of give up on their last bog if they see it. Of course, they have to see it first, and it could be prized as well. And if it is prized, I mean, I'm not letting him knock out any. I'm not letting him draw. Oh, I think that was it. That was it. The 3rd bog is gone. All right, that feels great. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Can get the training court to stick in play. Hopefully for the rest of the game, could still play a Pumpkaboo or something like that. I've seen Pumpkaboo in Zorkless because the Path to the Peak's pretty annoying to deal with when you're trying to use your ability or Crobat or whatever, but usually just the 4 bog. So the last bog is out. So that means the training courts can come in and stick in play for the rest of the game. And that's exactly what we want to see. So we're fully set up here. Now it just comes down to, can we find enough Clara to keep up with my opponent? Can we find enough Clara to keep up with the attackers they're going to constantly send at us? Like I said, they could play Charon's Care. That's going to be annoying. They've healed this Zorg back to 160, so that's like another attack we have to do. Here comes the KO, but no prize cards. Set up this Phantom. Draw for turn, doesn't really matter. B-Barrow. Fail. Clara, do both. Back Trev Phantom. Back double grass. Off to Charum. All of our active to Trev. Bench the Phantom. Oh, I guess I could have training courted first. Oops, my bad. Boom. Now they could Marnie, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this training court in play. It'll also let me see one more card off B-Barrel this turn. So, like I said, I'm pretty confident. If I put the training court in play, it is stuck in play for the rest of the game. So the real thing we value at this point is finding more Clara and finding Pal Pad. We only have 1 Clara left in the deck if it's not prized. So the Pal Pad is the main thing we're after here. Clara is prized. Pal Pad is in the deck. Can even go ahead and throw this on this Phantom, to be honest. Then draw once again for 2 cards. The only thing I have to be a little bit careful about is most of our energy is in play right now. Yeah, most of our energy is in play right now, which means I can't retreat B-Barrel if they bossed it, but they don't have like an active win condition if they do boss my B-Barrel. We're kind of winning on the deck out. They have 5 cards left. I have 9 cards left. There's that Charon's Care I was talking about. All right, this is going to get close. This is going to get close now. I was feeling pretty confident before, but here's a Charon's Care. Who knows how many they play? They could play 2. They could play a Pal Pad as well. I've seen that before. Training court is sticking though. And we have a Clara in the hand and potentially 4 Claras to find out of the deck because there is 2 Pal Pads in the deck and then we have a Clara prized. So let's see who wins the war of attrition here. At least have 3 Zorks. We have to at least attack 6 times. Got 5 Claras for it, so that sounds good. Like I said, they could definitely have a boss's orders left as well. I think it's going to come down to, yeah, how many Clara do they play? How many Pal Pad do they potentially play? Clara, both. Get our Pokemon back, get our energy back. Evolve. Bench. Training court for another energy. Training court every turn. Bring Bloom. They sent a sad face. But I still got 5 prize cards. I don't think they should be too sad yet. Level Ball. It's a fail. Draw 1 off B-Barrel. So research. Might have to use a Marnie next turn, which isn't that big of a deal, to be honest, because we still have another Trevenant set up on the bench to utilize. But yeah, we might have to use a Marnie next turn. We could actually get to the point where we deck out our opponent. They've used 3 Marnie. So if they don't play a 4th Marnie or the Pal Pad, they only have 4 cards left in deck, and they're actually still burning cards as well. Here comes an Ultra Ball. What did that get rid of? Manaphy and Research. It's looking pretty good. They're setting up the B Barrel. They're actually like trying to get. It looks like they're trying to set up to actually draw with B Barrel, but that's just gonna end up with them decking out. I feel like this might be a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, I feel like this might be a little bit of a mistake from my opponent here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think we're going to win by deck out now, for sure. I'm confident now. We're going to win by deck out. That's like another way you can win with this deck is like we're still attacking, we're applying pressure. So if my opponent is able to stop me from drawing prize cards between running between Pokemon, they still have to set up all those Pokemon they're running between. It can definitely lead to me, you know, just getting to the point where they deck out. They have 7 cards total left. There's a boss going after my Cherum. So this leaves me with 2 Trevenants set up on the next turn. I'm feeling so confident right now. We have the Trev again. Palpad. Double Clara. And then Marnie. Go ahead and get ourselves a fresh hand. We do refresh our opponent's deck a little bit. But I don't think... maybe I shouldn't have done that, to be honest. There's my Phantom. Draw 1 off the B Barrel. Or forget. Impact for the KO on the Zoroark. And then next turn, we can Clara to recover. Continue to recover the Cherum pieces. Actually, we got the Cherubi off the prize cards. It doesn't get back. And another Clara. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. They have 7 cards total left. 2 cards left in deck. They've used 3 Boss's Orders. I could see a world where... Oh, they can actually take a KO with the Tail Smash here. Thank goodness. Actually, that would have been really bad. I actually didn't play around that, and I could have. I sent up the wrong Trevenant here. I could have played around that, and I chose not to. I should have played around that. We're going to retreat this Trevenant. Bench Cherubi. Training Core for an energy. Attach the Capture. Swing. Well, actually, I'm going to Quick Ball away the Manaphy while I have a chance. Boom. And then Impact. KO the... Actually, yeah, this was actually a mistake to attack with this one. Because they would have got a prize card, and if they have a 4th Boss's Orders, or even potentially down the line, an Escape Rope could have worked for my opponent, to be honest. We would have lost. So, yeah, I almost messed that up. I saw them setting up the B-Barrel on the back line, too, and I just didn't really think about it in the moment as to what it could lead to. So, big mistake on my end. But it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter in the end. We're getting this dub. Trev to the active. Clara. Do both. We get back the get back the Cherum. Back the Trevenant, I guess. Sure. That plays around Escape Rope a little bit, I guess. Double Grass. And then Training Court for a Grass. Trevenant. Cherum. I would have liked another Phantom on my bench, but I guess I can't quite manage that this turn. Boom. 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 Done. We do have 2 Clara in there now, I believe. So Palpad back 2 more Clara. Just in case we need another one. And yeah, Impact for the swing. Yeah, not afraid. This time I don't care if the damage one is in the active. Not afraid of a B-Barrel attack. And that's it. 0 cards in deck for my opponent. 6 card hand. Do they have that last Marnie? Actually, even if they had a Marnie, it wouldn't matter. Even if they had a Marnie here, wouldn't matter. They would go down to... They would play a card, draw 5, and they would deck out. So I think they're just going through the motions here. Double Gengar to the bench. And yeah, I don't see an out here for my opponent. Setting up another B-Barrel. There is the Marnie. They did have the Marnie. Yeah, my opponent in the middle of the game was just not trying to deal with that, the back and forth there. Decided to just start playing stuff, set up the B-Barrel. And we get the dub here over the Zoroark deck. Definitely one of the easier matchups, I would say, for sure. Because, I mean, attackers of V Pokemon, they don't have a great backup. The B-Barrel is a mediocre follow-up to the Zoroark for sure when you're trying to deal with the Trevenant. Like I said, if you guys want to catch some more gameplay from me with this deck, check out the secondary YouTube channel, AzulGG2, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.